Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
for artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, we talk about what is the best Starburst flavor. We define what is a chip. And lastly, the Bar Banter podcast, we're actually going to be opening a hip hop themed restaurant. And we're going to pick out what 3 dishes we're going to serve at said restaurant. And they're going to be hip hop artist themed. But first, Andrew Mullis, what are you drinking?
I'm sticking with my classic tequila and ginger beer. A little bit of a mule going on. Benjamin, what are you sipping on?
I went seltzer tonight. I'm doing the Bud Light the cocktail hour seltzer. So I'm doing the lime margarita. Wait, there it is.
Love that sound.
Richard, what are you drinking?
I got my Blue Moon tonight because I too am going the tried and true method. Travis, what are you drinking? Also, appreciate the sports season hat change that you got going on tonight.
Yes, I am wearing my Hawks hat because it is Hawks season. I'm
Auditions for the Kaka announcer.
I'm gonna be. I want to be
more like
Harry,
a seagull.
Let's send it in.
a sick seagull. Apologies for our listeners. I am a little. I'm getting over some sort of a cold flu thing. So if I hack up a lung during the podcast, I apologize. Now I'm drinking Bullet Bourbon and a Monster Energy drink because I'm exhausted. Because we had a kid. It's tiring. I'm exhausted. I think I mentioned that. But anyway,
Second kid, calm down.
do what?
It's your second one. Calm down.
Yeah, that's nothing now.
I'm trying to get him a job already. Like, get out of my house.
Let's let all the kids at home know that Bullet Bourbon and Monster Energy drink is the way to get over a cold. That's the way
I
to do it.
hope it works.
Yeah, it's
I hope it
it's a
works.
miracle cure that I hear.
Guys, one of the great things about having a kid, by the way, is eating all of their Halloween candy, including Starburst.
That was so good.
That was actually pretty good. I'm proud of
That
that
was
one.
actually decent.
I'll take that one. Guys, what's the best flavor of Starburst? And this is any Starburst flavor. It could be a one-off. It could be a classic. You name it. If it's been produced, it's available. Who's got thoughts? Who's got opinions?
I can get mine out of the way because
for
I
it.
plan on hijacking this in a different direction once everyone gets their flavors
God.
out there. But to me, tried and true, the original strawberry is hands down the best Starburst flavor that is out there. I do enjoy, I don't know which one it was, but the random ones, it was like the blueberry icy one that was out for a little bit. I don't know if anyone remembers that one. I'm probably getting the flavors wrong.
But
it was like a half and half.
The duos?
Yes.
The duos.
Oh, the duos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were good for a while. But
Never had
Favor Ed's also fantastic package. Giggity.
So you're a pink guy,
Yes.
if you will.
Yeah.
However, watermelon is further down the list. Just if we're throwing pink out there.
Oh, that's
No,
like a
of the
second-
original
that's like
colors. Pink,
Yes.
Pink
pink
was
watermelon.
and strawberry were the
Yes.
Watermelon's like
pink,
the second pink.
Original strawberry.
I can't say I dislike strawberry, the original pink. That's definitely a fave of mine, but I'm classic cherry all the way. Give me all the red ones all the time. And if you say you like orange, I'm going to mute you on this podcast. Just a heads up. If you say orange, you're muted until the topic is over. So I'm going cherry.
That's a Justin answer.
That's the real
Okay.
controversy is which one's the worst.
Yeah.
I really don't think it is. All right, I'll go, Drew. I'm curious what you're going to say, so I'll let you go last. I also agree that orange is the worst, Travis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, you can stay.
Not only in Starburst, but just in color, Florida Gators and a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rick, pink, appreciate it. Travis, red, appreciate it. My favorite's yellow. And
Get out.
lemon
Mute him
is
now.
the flavor. I'm telling you, man, it's got, you know,
Yes, lemon is a flavor. You are correct.
No, it's the flavor. So the other three all share a similar quality. They're sweet, but they got nothing else going for them. Lemon's got that little bit of sour to it. And not, you know, I love Starburst as a kid, but as an adult, I love them just as much. And I'm an adult a lot more in my life. And lemon is a very common flavor for adults, especially in like cocktails and stuff. So citrus, lemon, it's the best flavor, hands down.
He didn't say orange, so I'm not going to mute him, but I strongly disagree with lemon. Drew, go ahead.
I am going to stick to the original flavors as well. And
Yes.
I'm going to call it by its correct name, pink.
Okay.
And say
man.
that the pink, I don't think they should be flavors. I think they're colors.
They are colors. Let's be real.
One blue, please.
Okay, JD.
I mean, orange is obviously off the table. I do love the occasional yellow. I'm kind of with Ben on this, but the correct order, if we were going to do an order, would be pink, red, yellow, orange, top to bottom for best.
I don't know. Why are you shaking your head, Rick? What is your correct order?
Fact that we think lemon is anywhere above 4.
You think
You would put
Lemon-
orange
You would put
as
orange
better than
above-
yellow?
The fact that you have orange above
yeah.
4 is troubling, to say the
Well,
least.
there's 4. So if orange is at 4, it would be 3. So
That's bad. That's bad.
just to clear that up. But you know, to each their own. That's fine. If y'all want it to eat all the bad lemons, that's fine. I'll eat what you think are bad oranges. I ain't necessarily mad because you have them the correct bottom 2 correct, which is all that matters.
So I'm going to say one thing about orange. I also feel like orange has the least amount of flavor. Like I would put pink and yellow as the top 2 high flavors. Red's close, but orange, I think you don't get a lot out of it. I think that's one of the reasons why it's the worst. It's boring. It's got nothing to it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, orange is awful. And I'm okay with pink being 1. So we're going to go pink as
Pink's my 2, so I'm okay with pink.
here's the real question though, and here's the real question, because this is much like no one really cares about your top flavor on this. So here's the direction I want to go with this.
Okay.
What is the most emotion inducing reaction? And I want to try and keep it neutral, and I'm going to paint 2 scenarios for you. Whatever your worst color is or least favorite flavor, if you were to open up, because you know you got the classic, if we're talking trick or treating recently,
the
you have
two-pack.
it comes in
The
2s,
two-packs.
right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
duos.
yeah.
Is it more exciting to get a double prizer of your favorite color, or in terms of emotion and reaction, is it worse to get double your least favorite flavor?
Well, so as someone who just did this, like tonight,
Because you ate all your kids' Halloween
I ate
candy.
my kids' Halloween candy.
Right before.
I have that right as an adult and as a father. That is my God-given right.
That's right. It's the dad tax.
It's the dad tax. If I'm going to go, it's better. I get more emotion out of having the double prizer, whether it be
Okay.
mine's red, but if I got a red pink or
Yeah.
a double pink, awesome. I'm there. And that's because I would stop at a double prizer. If I got
Okay.
2 lemons or orange and a lemon or something like that, I'm opening up another one anyway. Like I'm going to eat those 2 because I'm a man and I'm going to suck it up and eat those terrible flavors. But I'm going to go to the next one and I'm going to hope, and I'm going to stop at the top. I'm going to leave while I'm ahead and then eat some more candy the next night. So I get definitely more emotion and satisfaction as out of a double prize.
I like that, Travis. Go ahead.
I'll back Travis on this in kind of the opposite way of yes. I
So
agree,
you're
getting
not
the-
going to back me.
The double prizer
front
is
me?
is more emotionally satisfying to me because at the end of the day, no matter what you say about orange, it's still candy.
Still a Starburst. Yes, Drew. I was going to make that same point.
It's
I
still
love it.
candy. So I don't feel like I've lost necessarily. And I can probably just eat another one right after that.
Yeah.
If I got a second double orange,
Yeah.
someone
Then
might
you've
die.
lost.
God
You
lost
lost.
you.
I stop eating Starburst for the rest of my life. I can never trust again.
It's like winning a $5 scratch off when your buddy next to you just won 500. Yeah. So I think my favorite though is the 2-pack when you get your first and second flavors together. So like for me, it would be yellow and pink because I'm getting 2 flavors. I love them both. So Travis, I am going to agree with you. It's better to get like the high side.
Mhm.
But again, 2 orange, even though it's the worst, it's still 2 Starbursts, and I'm still happy.
You guys do the thing where if you get an orange, and let's say you get an orange and a yellow, and the next one's a red and a pink, I'll actually eat the pink and the orange together to cancel out the orange, or whatever your 2 and 4 is, just
What?
because I don't want the orange flavor by itself.
You're a
You gotta go.
monster.
You gotta go worse.
This is
to
getting
first.
confusing.
If you got 4,
Yeah,
You're
you
a
got all 4
monster.
flavors. You got to go worse to
I don't-
first. Don't
no, I
spoil
just-
the good flavor.
No, I saved my top. Like I saved that one to savor it, but I don't want orange by itself if I don't have to. So I'll try to combine them to cancel it out a little bit.
Okay, so here's the next question.
Sounds
You
awful.
get the original long sleeve of Starburst, and you come across your least favorite flavor.
Throw them away.
You pull it out, you go to open it, and you realize the next flavor is your favorite. Do you skip the one that you've already pulled out?
You
Aren't
open
they
the
in order?
tube.
Intellectuals do not eat in order. We eat in terms of the sleeve. You do it by color.
Yep.
And I don't necessarily mean you eat all
What?
of the color before you move on, but like
I get what you're saying, Rick. Yeah, you
You
do
open the
tend to
whole
eat-
sleeve and
Right.
take stock of what you've got to work with.
Yeah.
And then you maybe
But-
do like 2 oranges just to kind of get going. Maybe
Yes.
throw a yellow in there, then go for a red, then a pink, and then save the rest of the reds and pinks for the last part of it. And you slog through the the yellow and orange.
It's kind of like when you would eat Lucky Charms, and you're gonna eat the cereal parts first and save the Lucky Charms, the marshmallows for the end. Yeah, you're gonna get a couple marshmallows along the way, and there might be some cereal left over, but you're gonna try and slog through the cereal so you can get to the good parts all at once.
just appreciate that we're saying slog.
Is that even a word?
It is now.
Good. It's a great word.
Oh.
I don't know. I like leaving like the crappy parts for the middle. Like start out on a high and then okay, I'm gonna go through the crap, go through the oranges, go through the reds, go through the non-marshmallows for Lucky Charms, and then at the end get my high again.
I'm all for it. I'm here for it. So we're all in agreement. Pink is the best Starburst flavor. None of the other additional flavors, none of the other newer flavors. I don't know what they are because why even
Yeah, agreed.
bother? Yeah,
Agreed.
pink is the one. Okay,
I looked up blue is blue raspberry. Is the only other one that I was curious about because I like blue. But
Can we talk about that for a second? Raspberries aren't blue. What is a blue raspberry? Does anyone know?
no clue.
I don't know. It's like I got this chip on my shoulder and I need to figure out what the hell a blue raspberry is. No
I think
one.
it's
Okay.
just exciting
that was-
because it's blue.
That was terrible.
Ben got
It's like
That was
It's
the
like-
worst one to date.
That's okay.
I don't want it.
I
That's
don't
why I'm
want it.
ignoring it.
Don't ignore it. Just embrace it like the
No,
orange
I hate
is.
it.
Just embrace it.
Just put it
Like-
in your mouth, okay?
Just put it in your mouth and
Put it in your mouth and suck
do
it.
it. Yeah, what? Rick left. I think Rick acts so mad he just left. Or he went to get another beer.
Or you want to go get some Starburst.
God, I wish I had more
Hey.
Starbucks right now.
I had Starburst.
Guys, what is a chip?
Playing poker, it is a round plastic disc that you were to throw in the middle of
Ceramic.
Boom. I knew
It-
somebody else would do that.
It is a small miniature piece of wood, sometimes coming off a tree or branch.
It's a little gap in your tooth right here.
Hey.
Yes.
We have definitions. I think we're good. That's it, right? Topic over.
Right. Yeah. All right. Next. What was the last one?
Yeah, pretty much. Guys, how do we define a chip?
Edible
A chip, an edible a snack like item of the chips. I don't have a whole lot to go off of here because I think there's so many different varieties of chips and a lot of different things can be chips. It doesn't have to be just corn. It doesn't have to be just potato. I think you have to have really just some sort of starchy component and it has to be crunchy. And those are really my only two criteria for it to be a chip. If it's starchy and it's crunchy, it's a chip. That's all I got.
Nice. Yeah,
Save
Travis.
my
I like,
controversial topic for later.
I like those two, Travis. I came up with two more criteria, kind of pulled them out of my brain. So I'm 100% on the crunch part of it and 100% on the starchy part. I kind of called it like either like a vegetable or a grain base, I guess. But still, I mean, both can be starchy, I guess. I was trying to differentiate things that have crunches and stuff like that. So I was thinking thinly sliced, like a chip is thinner. And I know we're going to get into this like a cheese puff or something. It's not thinly sliced. But I think my biggest point out of all this is a chip should be a chip should be a vessel
Green.
or a
Yeah.
vehicle. It should be a vehicle for a sauce, some kind of dipping sauce. A chip has to be
No.
able to carry something with it.
Hard pass.
And that is
Can
one
I-
of my
can I ask a
bigger
question?
points.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a question, Ben, while they're shaking their
Ask.
heads? To
Ask.
clarify, has the ability to carry something, doesn't
Correct.
necessarily have to carry something.
Exactly. Correct.
Right.
Okay.
So if I
Has
stick
the
my finger
ability.
in salsa, I now
No, just that's
Potentially
one
have
of
it.
the criteria.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
but I'm
your
just
finger-
I'm not
Your
trying to
finger's not
argue
thin
my
or
finger
crisp.
is okay, fine. I stick a Cheeto in salsa. Is that better?
Like a tortilla.
But a Cheeto's
Right.
not a chip to my definition.
It doesn't have to be a scoop. It just has to
No.
No. That would be
hold
scoop.
the item is what I'm getting at. I'm not trying to poke hole. Okay.
I'll go. So I didn't necessarily take this as just food items. And I wanted to kind of create a definition that involved everything from a poker chip to a computer chip to a potato chip.
Okay.
And I don't necessarily have the entire definition ironed out, but stay with me. A chip is something that, don't do it, Travis, that represents and is a processed version of a greater whole. So a potato chip is a piece of potato that's been thinly sliced and processed, either fried, baked, whatever. But it still, at its core, represents the potato and adds flavoring, whatever. A poker chip represents money or standing or something and is the greater whole. I see all of you laughing, but you know it's a good
You have a
definition.
greater hole.
A wood chip even is a piece of a tree that has been carved out and is the representation of the tree itself. And you could even go on to a computer chip. It is the processing power. It represents the ability of that computer to do work. So for me, a chip is just a small piece of something that represents a greater whole of
Keep
something
saying
else.
that phrase of greater whole, and I just
Greater
almost
whole.
slightly turned on. I
I mean, I have a half chub.
appreciate.
I think it's all encompassing. That's why
It is. It is.
That's why I went there.
I
A corn chip represents corn.
some sort of processed corn. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is part of, but I will say a corn chip is not necessarily all from the same ear of corn.
Mhm.
It's from,
Sure.
it could be several ears of corn, in which case it's not
But
necessarily
it's been
representing.
processed.
Yeah, it's been processed, but it's not representative of one greater item. It's several greater items, and
I didn't say one greater item. I said
I know, but I'm just
the
saying, like,
item as
at
a
that point,
whole.
at that point, you're just mashing shit together to make this corn
Well,
paste that you turn into a chip.
It's just a chip, and that's what it's made out of. Like, all right, is a pretzel a chip?
No.
Okay, what about a
Pretzels.
pretzel? What
bread.
about a pretzel crisp? It's just a wheat chip, right? It's thin. It's
Yeah,
made
and,
of wheat.
and it's processed, and it represents a greater version of the wheat plant.
Yeah.
So it should fit your definition. And actually, we could probably take this to a lot of other foods as well. That ground beef is a processed version of a cow and represents a greater version. By your definition,
I don't
a
know if
hamburger is a chip.
I necessarily said it, but it would be a small, thin version of.
Thin
So
patty.
smash burger is
Well done.
Sure, why not? You're just tearing holes in it because you want to.
because it's
Or beef
not
chip.
it's not a complete definition. It's too broad.
But it's a good one.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I just said it's not complete. It's in.
Do it for me.
I
I
can't.
think I
don't-
think you have
I don't
to
have the lung capacity right now.
if we're gonna go edible chip, I think you have to throw in grain or vegetable base. I think anything else opens it to too many things.
Starch based. That's why I said starch, because vegetables and grains can all fall under starch.
I'm gonna take a stand on this.
Yep, go for it.
No chip should be vegetable based. That's when you become not a chip anymore.
So corn chips, corn tortillas, corn, tortilla chips.
Tortillas.
I'm okay with that. If
You're
I
okay
have
with
to
saying
ex-
no?
if I have to exclude that, I will.
Ugh.
You're excluding Cool Ranch Doritos as not a chip.
It's an extreme stance. All right, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's back in.
need to include. You basically just said potato chips is only chips. Which I guess technically those are vegetables. Legume, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Corn, potato, what the hell are they? I don't know.
Starch. That's why I said starch. They're all starchy vegetable type things that are crunchy and starchy. I like those two, crunchy and starchy. If you can get those two, it's a chip. That includes cheese puffs.
How about if you can make alcohol out of it, you can also make chips out of it. Corn,
Not far-
potatoes,
not
wheat.
far off.
Stop me. You can't stop me.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Grapes.
Mm,
Got him.
got him.
Nice.
Got him.
Well, now we're opening up to nuts.
Nut chips.
So chips. All right.
Wait, what was the last one?
Or-
Somebody made a
Oreos.
point a second ago that was interesting. I don't remember what it was.
I was saying I believe that cheese puffs, Cheetos, the airy fried goodness that's just rolled in processed cheese, those are chips.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would put those kind of in their own category.
Of what?
I would of snacks. Like I would put them in the broad category
And
of
candy.
a snack, but like I don't think I could call them a chip. I agree that they're a snack, they're a side item for your sandwich or whatever it is, but I wouldn't call them
Why are they not a
a
chip?
chip. Because they for one, they don't fit my criteria for chip, but I also
Yes, they
don't.
do.
No, they don't.
How?
Thinly
Um,
sliced.
Dip them in ranch. Does ranch not come with it?
No, dipping sauce was only one thing. They're not
I
thinly
know.
sliced.
I'm just going down the list.
I'm
Thinly
convinced.
sliced.
I'm convinced that a chip has to be thinly sliced.
What is your definition of thinly sliced? How thin are we talking?
Oh, now you're getting into Sublantics. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to go.
You
that
started
down
it.
I like Sublantics, by the way.
it.
So what happens if your chip has like a weird air puff? Is it in the chip? Is it no longer a chip?
Hey, if you crunch my Cheeto and it flattens and doesn't shatter, I'll call it a chip.
Well, so speaking of that, Rick, you mentioned on an earlier podcast that Ben strictly has baked goods at his house.
That was going to be my controversy topic. They
are
must be
baked-
fried.
They have to be fried. Okay,
Yeah.
so
They don't
that,
have to be fried.
Yes, they do.
They can be fried. They can be baked. Hell, they can be dried out. They don't have to
No,
be
sir. No, they
fried.
cannot.
Most tortilla chips, I think, are baked.
A lot of them
a
are.
lot of them are fried.
And a lot
I'll
of them
cut
are
up
baked.
tortillas and throw them in the fryer.
I specifically ask for fried chips when I go to my Mexican restaurants.
Half
Tell
the
them to-
chip aisle is baked these days. You're saying that half
That's
the
not
chip
my
aisle
fault.
is not
Are you
chips?
saying you're half baked?
Yes, I am saying that. Half the aisle. Not
Are you
chips.
willing to go to management and ask them to move them from the chip aisle?
No, I'm not.
Excuse me, can you move these over to the
Excuse me,
vegetable
this says
starches?
baked. I need you to remove.
You know what?
these.
I'm going to tell them to move them to the same place that Ben is asking them to move the Cheetos, because the Cheetos are also in the chip aisle. So
They are in
if
the chip
Ben-
aisle.
If Ben picks location of the Cheetos, I will have them moved.
Which is usually the snacks and beer aisle at the same time,
Yeah, we'll
It's a,
put them
it's a
right
wonderful
next-
aisle.
or right next to each other.
we'll
it's a
put them by
wonderful
next to the big pretzels.
That's another one though. Are pretzels chips? Because they are, to me, they're starchy and crunchy,
No,
and that's
me.
my definition. Is just
To me, pretzel crisps, like the thin ones, are a chip category.
Not the doughy ones.
No,
'cause
but
they're not crunchy.
any
Not breadsticks, just
anything
twisted.
labeled a crisp usually means that it's been thinned out from whatever original form it was, whether it's a cheese crisp or a pretzel crisp. That changes it into a chip. Like a crisp is a style of chip. So it can change a pretzel from not being a chip into a chip, just like it changes a cheese puff from not being a chip into a cheese crisp to a chip.
So
Does that make-
what are
does that
your
make sense?
what are your thoughts on actual Cheetos? So not like the cheese puff, but like the actual Cheeto where it's not thin. It's a cylindrical oblong shape of whatever the hell they fry it in. And I don't know is that a chip? What is that?
All kinds of fun shapes and sizes. So Cheetos
Bam
are
Bam
amazing. Cheetos
Find
are one of
Jesus
my
in
all-time
this.
favorite snacks, but not a chip.
You can't say snack. If it's not a chip, you have to say what it is. You can't just say a snack.
Yeah, snacks the broad.
It is
Because
a
a
snack.
gusher is a snack. Like
So?
a
What is
part of
a
a hamburger
gusher?
could be anything can be a snack if I just have a small amount of it.
Okay.
So literally any food is a snack.
Okay, a snack, a side. I mean, I can come up with a bunch of different versions.
No,
of
but
it.
I
Why
need
do
you
I
to,
have to be
I need
more
you to
specific?
say what it is if it's not a chip.
Because we're trying to be specific
Right. You can't just
about
say
the
a snack.
definition of a chip.
I need to know what
Right,
it is.
and I can't be specific about a Cheeto, which takes it out of the realm of possibility of being a chip.
Then what is it?
I don't know. I have no idea what it is specifically more to
Is
a
it a
snack.
Starburst?
It's a snack.
Corn puff.
What is a gusher other than a snack?
A gusher, I would
Candy.
loop in
it
Starburst.
candy?
But a
Is-
gusher
is
is,
it-
more
is
of a
it candy?
candy gummy thing. So
Whoa, candy
can
or
s-
gummy?
Well, candies can be gummies. Gummies can be candies. I'm not splitting that one. So, but at least I will give you a ruling. Which one do you want? Do you want me to select a category? I will say
No,
a gummy
because
is a
that'll
candy.
take us
A
another
candy is not
20
a gummy.
minutes.
There you go. If you need me to pick, because to me, a Cheeto
So let's get back on chips.
is a
Yeah,
chip.
what category are you?
If
yeah.
it's not a chip, it has to be something. You can't just say a snack.
How about a crunchy snack?
What are we calling cheese balls these days?
When you say cheese balls, help me out.
The actual
Like
spherical
the
ones.
eight circle Cheetos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would still call that a chip.
I would say that's
I-
a chip too.
honestly-
Explain to me why. Why is it considered a chip? Where does it
Crunchy,
fall?
starchy. Done.
Fried.
Crunchy,
You
starchy,
say pride?
fried.
Fried. I don't need fried, but
Yeah, you don't need fried.
I don't need
Half-
fried.
But
it is
I know.
fried.
I'm,
but yes.
I'm just
Baked works for me.
adding.
What do we? Oh, wait. Well, hold
Cooked?
on.
It can
Eat
and
it.
it can deliver sauces or sauces. That was
Goldfish.
part of Ben's criteria.
Yeah, definitely.
Goldfish or chips?
Absolutely, they are.
Ritz crackers.
Chips.
Oh man,
Oh,
that means I have to-
wait.
that means I have to
That's
get
a
rid of my
cracker.
fried
Crackers.
definition.
Whoa, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, okay, I'll get rid of my fried definition.
I would
for
actually put a
goldfish to be
Cheeto
chips.
closer to a cracker than a chip if we're going to go that direction.
Mm,
How?
are all baked things crackers?
No,
Ooh.
Do we
Ooh.
have to have fried things as chips are fried and anything baked is a cracker?
I think it could be.
I like
baked in
that.
both things.
I like that.
Delineation?
Yes, I'm on board with that.
I'd be okay with that. I'm
okay
actually
with that. Goldfish are now crackers. Yes, I'm okay with that.
and that means all baked lays are crackers.
Crackers.
But wait,
That's
wait,
Potato
wait.
crackers.
Because then we're getting into the territory of just normal bread, like crispy, flaky bread being crackers or
Yeah.
chips.
I'm okay with that.
So I got
So
a
a
question.
single slice of bread is a chip.
If you bake bread long enough, it becomes a chip.
Yes.
It becomes toast.
If once it's crunchy,
Toast is the form of a
toast is a
cracker.
toast is a
Toast is
cracker.
a form of chip.
No,
So
toast
I
Toast
get
is
is a
the
behind
form
cracker.
of a cracker.
I can get
Toast
behind
is
a
a
lot of this, guys. I can't get behind toast as a chip.
Yeah.
toast
What,
is a-
No,
No,
we're not
We're saying
saying
it's
that.
a
Toast
cracker.
is a cracker.
Toast is a cracker.
what about
That's what we're
noodles?
saying.
What about noodles?
What's the difference between
Starchy,
a cracker and a chip at this
Boiled.
point?
And
We
noodles
said
aren't
baked and fried. That's what we said.
Noodles
A
are
chip
baked
is
and fried
fried.
all the
A
time.
cracker is baked. That's what started this.
Noodles get baked and fried all the time. So how is that not starchy and baked or fried?
Yeah,
How is
once
a
they're
noodle not a
fried,
chip?
they're crackers.
Right.
Like
And if
the noodles you get, like the wonton noodles that are really crunchy and crispy that were fried, those are chips.
Right.
So if I throw ramen in a wok and fry it, I'm making
Chips.
crackers.
No
Once
chips.
they're crunchy, no, they're chips.
He
Once
just-
they're
he
crunchy,
just said
Making
fry it.
noodle chips.
No, he said
Yes.
fry it.
yeah,
Fried or chips.
fried is chips.
Right.
I can't stand behind
I
that.
don't like
Baked
it.
is
I don't like
cracker.
it.
Doesn't
I'm on
make
board
any
with this,
sense.
Travis.
All right.
I still think there
I'm
can
on
be
board.
baked chips.
No, there can't.
No, they're now crackers.
They're crackers.
Your definition is not specific
I
enough.
don't
You guys
like it.
got to get more
No.
specific.
It's gonna be
I-
2v2 on this. I can't.
Fried,
I can't.
crunchy, starchy.
Yes.
That's
No.
that's a chip.
No,
Baked,
you're gonna
crunchy,
be 2
starchy
versus 2.
cracker.
You can't win this.
You're
You're,
not
gonna
acting like
have
you've won this.
We
You can't win
did.
this.
Rick and I
You
just
did
solved
not.
it.
I'm
No.
there. I'm on board with this.
Ben, I will die on this hill with you, my friend.
I feel like this happened last episode. This is not gonna work, guys.
All right,
No
Drew,
way.
Drew, you're going to get some egg drop soup, right? And they serve a side of fried wonton noodles. Those individual wonton noodles are starchy, they're crunchy, and they were fried because I said fried wonton noodles. I think those are chips.
Oh yeah, those are 100% chips. I'm not calling them. Yeah.
Like that's a chip. If you eat them by your like I do right out of the bag, don't even put them in the soup.
But if they had done the same thing and baked them instead, I don't think that ruins the definition of it being a chip.
I
Being
think
put
it's
into hot
cracker.
oil does not, for me, define it as a chip.
Not at all.
It's
So
just a different way of cooking it.
take it for somebody, and Travis and Rick, you both have worked in restaurants, but how many things that are starchy get cooked in oil? Are you saying they're all chips?
No.
No, we're saying
Fried.
baked or fried.
There's a difference between cooking something in oil and frying it.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm aware. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
You
is,
you said it.
so a potato wedge, if it gets baked or fried, it's starchy.
It's not
And
crunchy.
Oh,
So-
if you cook it too long, it's absolutely crunchy.
The inside is not
fries?
crunchy.
Yeah,
call
So
it
because
the
chips?
you mess
inside
it
has
up,
to be
doesn't-
crunchy.
You can't burn it and call a steak crunchy.
Yeah.
But French fries,
What about 'em?
starchy, crispy.
You
Fried
can
in
you can
oil. You're
absolutely
calling it a
crisp a
chip,
French
like-
fry and not be soft inside.
So you're
I mean,
finished?
actually, to your point, French fries are literally called chips.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just said that.
Yeah.
So they're
But
chips.
see, guys,
Britain. So
But
you
what
want
you're
to be
saying,
British?
you can fry noodles and them come out and not be crunchy. Like you can fry them quickly
Then they're not
or
chips.
bake them quickly, and they're not chips.
That's fine. They got to be
I-
crunchy.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. I am so confused by your definition. It makes no
I-
sense
this-
to me.
Don't love it. No, it's
It's
It
so
makes all the
simple and
sense.
perfect.
It's
So-
too hard of a line.
Ben
to
is
take.
just Ben. You're just trying
You're
to say
going
if I don't
back
cook
and
it long
forth.
enough, it can't be a chip. So sorry that doesn't get you there. But
So what about pastry dough? If I were to take just absolute pastry dough,
Mhm.
Mhm.
sweet, not
Yeah.
savory whatsoever,
That's fine.
and throw that in the deep fryer,
no one ever
you're
said
calling that
savory.
a chip?
If it comes out crunchy, sure.
Yeah, no one ever said savory
Yeah.
What?
until just
can't-
now. No one said savory was part of the definition until Drew brought it up.
I'm trying to get you to renege on your definition.
It's not
was it?
happening.
So
Funnel cake, chip.
Stop it. You're done.
If you
no, I'm out. I'm out of
Funnel
this.
cake, chip.
No, we will. I will absolutely call
Funnel
that
cake is
a-
hard just because it's not crunchy all the way through.
Justin,
You're right,
where the
you're right, it's not.
actual fuck are you right now? I cannot. I
Were you
will
saying
not.
funnel cake is a cracker? Was that what we were saying?
No,
Yeah.
it's a dessert.
That's too broad.
Yeah.
What
It's a
kind of
fried cake.
dessert is it?
It's a fried cake.
I would give you cake.
Yes.
I would
So
give
you're
you
calling
cake.
churros chips?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
is not a chip?
Anything not fried.
This is like Travis trying to convince me that a Pop Tart is a pie. Go fuck yourself.
It is a pie.
I will not stand for
It
this.
is a ravioli, I
I'm
think is
leaving.
what we
Let's go to the
determined.
next fucking topic.
Drew left, so that means he forfeits.
Bullshit.
Therefore,
No way. I'm an extension of Drew and all
no,
of
you're
this.
not.
I
No,
am.
you're not.
Yes, I am. It is a 50-50 split. And on that, you guys can rejoice, but I'm taking a break as well and getting another drink.
Today's episode is brought to you by Rockit Guitar Repair. Is your guitar beat up, dented, or is there dirt from the 70s still under the controls? Well, you're in luck. At Rockit Guitar Repair, Ray works on everything from acoustic and electric guitars to bass guitars, banjos, mandolins. If it has strings, Ray can fix it. With over 50 years playing, repairing, and building guitars, Rockit Guitar Repair can get your guitar repaired rocket quick. Call Rockit Guitar Repair at 678-400-3062 or visit rocketguitarrepair.com.
Guys, the fact that we came to a final definition is just music.
No, you shut.
We
your
did not.
dirty
We definitely
fucking
did not.
whore mouth,
It was a
and
tie.
Music to my
cannot
ears.
wait.
I'm so
Cannot
glad
wait for
we
you
all
to
agreed on the
listen to what I
definition
said in
of
the
a
break.
chip. I didn't hear a thing.
Worst definition.
It wasn't
ever.
it wasn't part of the anything. So guys, I in the intro I said hip hop themed restaurant. We're gonna actually change it up to a music themed restaurant. So essentially, opening a restaurant, the four of us are going to come up with dishes that are themed or named after musical artists. Some of us may have done hip hop because I think that was the original prompt and it telephoned into music, but that's fine. We're just going to expand it to music. So, guys, I want to hear your best music pun food dishes for our music themed restaurant. Go.
I'll go first, so that way no one can judge me harshly when somebody else is gone. So I did an app main course dessert kind of approach. So for my app, it's called the Sir Mix-a-Lot. And it is essentially a variety app where you take all of the apps and you put it into one. So kind of like, your app sampler kind of dish, but it's called the Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like
so
that.
that's my app. My main dish called the Nirvana. And to me, it is what would take me to Nirvana. So it is a steak wrapped in bacon with shrimp and seafood kind of melody. So a surf and turf, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But that is my main course.
Wait, hold on. You said a steak wrapped in bacon. What else?
Shrimp and like seafood
Okay.
kind of melody.
Go on.
And then my last one, I don't know if anybody remembers this. Does anybody remember the dessert nachos from Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah.
Those
So
were
essentially,
chips.
I'm stealing that and I'm calling it the Rolling Stones because the ice cream balls would be the Rolling Stones on top of my dessert fantasticness. So totally stealing that. If I have to pay a tribute to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm okay with it. Those are my three.
I love it. So I have three that I think are probably the best puns that I've got to come up with the name. However, I'm going to run through just top to bottom the other 7 pun hip hop dishes I came up with just off the top of my head. The notorious Big Mac, B-I-G Mac, the M&M Sundae, 50-cent wings, Ludicrous nachos, the Snoop hot dog, the Big Boy burger, and the Andre 3000 calorie burger. All those. The actual 3 that I want to put up for our restaurant would be the Parmesan John crusted Red Man Snapper.
Wow.
That was my best one. The Thai curry, but spelled T-I.
You broke.
And then the Woo barbecue ribs.
Wait, I'm gonna need the barbecue ribs again.
The Wu-Tangy barbecue ribs.
Tangy barbecue.
Wu-Tangy.
Barbecue ribs.
I love it.
Those are my 3. Yeah, Drew is wiping the tears from his eyes because that's how good at puns I am.
We're good.
Go.
All right.
Top that.
All right. I'm going to go because honestly, I think I can top that.
I don't think you can.
I
Unless you
do
got
like-
cheese and onions and anything else you can put on top, you can't top it.
All right. Well, Travis, you made one fatal mistake when you were listing off your foods and courses. You didn't sing. You didn't sing the songs.
Oh, if you're gonna sing songs, I'm in. I'm all in. Let's go.
You get
All right.
5 seconds. 5 seconds per song.
Yeah, I know. I gotta copyright laws. I got it.
Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
All right. So my restaurant is based off of one of the greatest rock bands of all time, Aerosmith. Theme of the restaurant is walk and roll. WOK, walk and roll. You come into these restaurants, and these are actually becoming pretty popular. These smaller restaurants where you go in and you get one appetizer, one entree, one dessert. And there's 10, 12 tables, and these things are blowing up in the fine dining world. Drew, you probably know a little bit about this. You guys may all know about this. but these are becoming very, very popular. So, appetizer course. I don't want to miss a spring roll. It's a veggie spring roll appetizer course served with sweet emotion chili sauce. The entree is Walk This Way. It's a shrimp and scallop stir fry cooked in a wok. And then the dessert, cream on. And it is Angel food cake with strawberries and cream. There are your 3 courses.
Drew, what are yours?
Rick doesn't know what to say, and Drew has no words.
I don't, but I'll go on for mine. Kind of very similar to yours, Ben. I wasn't huge on the puns. It's more thematic than anything. Gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Jimmy Buffet.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
This is a South Florida themed restaurant.
Oh my God.
It's kind of a cross between like a Brazilian steakhouse and a Golden Corral on the ocean. And I went a little bit with the app entree dessert theme as well. And most of these are like song titles. So the first one is your appetizer is Back to the Island. And this is where you go out and you actually catch your own seafood on the pier and bring it back, and they will make it for you tableside. So it could be anything, literally like anything from lobster to crab to fish to whatever, and they will just prepare it for you there. The second one is the Paradise Burger Bar, off of Cheeseburger in Paradise, where it's basically you just go down the line and they will put whatever you want on a burger and make it for you exactly the way you want to be. And lastly, because I like to drink my dessert, we have the Margarita Fill station, where they will make you your own margarita with any ingredients that you want. It could be strawberry, it could be blended, it could have salt on the rim, whatever you're really thinking. And if you really don't want to do anything like that, because Jimmy Buffett was a very, island vibe, or is a very island vibe type person, for an extra $50, you can buy the license to chill, and they will do everything for you. All you have to do is tell them exactly what you want, and they will get it. And that is my musically themed restaurant.
We went all sorts of different directions.
100 different directions. I was gonna say, Drew, in your restaurant, can you get drinks 24/7 because it's 5 o'clock somewhere?
Well, technically the bar only opens at 5 o'clock every day, 7 days a week, because it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah,
I like it. But we have a hip hop themed restaurant. We have an Aerosmith themed restaurant. We have a Jimmy Buffett themed restaurant, and then we have a Rick themed restaurant. And I just say kudos to everyone for well done.
Yeah,
I kind of want to invest, like Shark Tank. I kind of want to invest in all of these.
Yeah, we don't need to pick a favorite out of these. These are fun.
The restaurant's got to be called the Jimmy Buffet. So we need to start there.
I was the most proud of that, Rick.
They already have Jimmy Buffett already has.
I know he's already got
Margaritaville restaurants. Yeah.
So,
but how much of the buffet is actually a buffet?
It's not.
There's
that's what's beautiful about
There's
it.
stations all over the place. Those are just the 3 that I deigned to mention.
Travis, I like your Parmesan. I'm going to throw the first vote. It's got to be
the Parmesan John crusted red man snapper. Yeah.
Yes. It's got to make one. Honestly, I would need Ben's again to vote.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh yeah, Aerosmith, man.
That's it. That's all you get.
And that's your 10 seconds.
You don't want me to sing again. I know you don't.
No, he doesn't. Just list them off so we can
feel led. I just need to know what they're called again.
Yeah. Appetizer. So it's a play on 2 songs. I Don't Want to Miss a Spring Roll, served with sweet emotion chili sauce. The entree is play off of 1 song, Walk This Way, which is a Chinese stir fry, shrimp and scallops. And then the dessert is a play on 2 Aerosmith songs, Cream On, made with Angel food cake with strawberries and cream. So total of 5 songs in there.
I think we would attract a very specific crowd if we had a dish named Cream On. And
So
I
are
don't
we
think
voting for the best 3 dishes or
Yeah,
What do you
I
What do you mean a specific
best
crowd?
Best 3
restaurant.
dishes.
I think
Okay.
there's a very specific crowd that would want to cream on someone else.
Okay.
Do we want those
And
people
the
in
other
a,
half.
in a food service?
I'd
Setting?
put a vote in for Walk This Way.
Yeah,
because
I like
think
Walk
that's
This Way.
real clever.
No one wants to do Wu-Tangy ribs.
I do like the Wu-Tangy ribs.
Ew. I'm okay with that.
Although I do love a good cheeseburger in paradise. That was my theme song for like a year in middle school.
Rick,
Why?
remind me-
I don't know.
Remind me of yours again. I'm missing it.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was my appetizer, which was really my only good one.
It's a variety
Uh,
sampler.
Yes. And then
Oh yeah.
Nirvana was my surf and turf dish. And then you had the Rolling Stones, which was my dessert nachos.
Gotcha.
The Sir Mix-a-Lot was a good one. I like just the idea of that being a chaotic sampler.
That actually
of-
plays really well. Yeah.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we just pick one from each? Let's do that.
Yeah.
Everyone's best one. We'll do that. So I think Sir Mix-a-Lot, Parmesan John, Sean John encrusted, Redmond Snappers too. Walk This Way. And then I think we need
Can we just say Jimmy Buffet for the whole for Drew?
the restaurant's just called Jimmy Buffet. Yeah.
Has
We got-
nothing to do with any
The
of
three
the
of us
actual
got
musical.
no. The three of us got dishes, and then Drew gets the restaurant name.
I will say the Margarita Station. What did you call that one?
The Margarita Phil station.
Yes, Margarita Phil. I like that idea because we need some sort of drink or dessert, and I think we need a Margarita Phil as our fourth and last. That way we have an app. We got 2 entrees, and we have
Like
a
it.
dessert.
I'm
drink.
on board.
Cool. That's
compromised right there, gentlemen.
that is
That might be a first.
solid top to bottom, and we covered a lot of different genres as well. And thankfully, no country. Thank God we didn't have any country music whatsoever.
What is country?
I don't even know. It sounds country. Yeah, we know. We know, guys. It's time for last call. Guys, for last call tonight, we are going back to our roots. We're doing would you rather questions. The order is going to be Rick, Drew, and then Ben. And here we go. Rick, would you rather have no eyebrows or a unibrow that you can't fix?
No eyebrows.
Yeah,
Drew.
no eyebrows.
No eyebrows. Ben,
Yeah, I'm gonna go no.
generating new questions. Rick, I know the answer to this one for you. And Drew, Ben's going to be the spoiler. Rick, would you rather be bitten by a poisonous snake or a poisonous spider?
Spider.
Drew,
Snake.
Ben.
Absolutely a snake. School shore.
Sorry. Rick, would you rather get no gifts on your birthday or 100 gifts that you absolutely hated?
No gifts.
Drew,
No gifts.
Ben,
100 gifts because I'd still feel the love of the people giving me the gifts.
Rick, would you rather spend the rest of your life without music or without movies?
Music.
Drew,
Music.
Ben,
Yeah, definitely no music.
Rick, would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to shout?
Whisper.
Drew,
Whisper.
Ben.
Whisper.
Okay, fair enough. New questions. Rick, would you rather be a multimillionaire in 1900, that specific year, or a middle-class person today?
Middle class person today.
Drew,
Yeah, middle class.
Ben.
Middle class.
Air conditioning is a wonderful thing. What can
It
I
is
say?
a wonderful
They had
thing.
fleas up until like not that long ago.
Yeah, the plague.
Rick, would you rather be able to see your own future or other people's future?
My own.
Drew,
Other people's.
Ben.
Definitely other people.
Fair enough. New questions. I found a generator. This is great. I love this so much.
I like the new questions prompt every time. Yeah.
New questions. I hope
New
you keep
question.
that in. I hope you keep that in.
Of course. Why not? Rick, would you rather have a great, fantastic, significant other, but have zero friends? There's no other. I don't like that one. Let's not do that one. There's no or. It's just bad generator. Bad generator.
And scene.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to eat ice cream in the winter or only be able to drink hot chocolate in the summer?
Maybe ice cream in the winter.
Okay, ice cream in the winter. Can't have ice cream in the summer. Got it. Drew.
Yeah, ice cream in the winter.
Ben.
Ice cream, easy.
Next questions. Rick, would you rather have the power to fall asleep on command or the power to wake up on command?
You need to wake up.
Drew.
Wake up.
Ben.
Fall asleep.
Rick, would you rather all your pants have broken zippers or all your shirts have missing buttons?
Need a broken zipper.
Drew.
Missing buttons.
Makes sense. Ben.
I like the open shirt look. I'm gonna go missing buttons.
Fair enough. Next set of questions.
Drew says as he walks away with an open shirt.
Yep. Rick, would you rather be able to taste color or see smell?
Taste color.
Drew.
I think see smell.
Ben.
Yeah, I'm colorblind, so I'm gonna go with see smell.
We'll do one more set of questions. Let's go. Rick, would you rather always have to travel by hippo or by kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
Drew.
Kangaroo. Hippos are so dangerous.
Ben.
I feel like that would be safe travel though, so I'm gonna go with a hippo.
They're
like
literally the most dangerous animal in the animal kingdom.
Literally.
Which is why I want to be on its back and not in front of it.
This was a good one. I like.
That's the title.
Shout out to randomwordgenerator.com/would you rather question.php for giving us our last call tonight because we were not prepared whatsoever. But that's besides the point. I got to go through this and try to figure out where the controversy was and read my handwriting, but I'm not going to do that thing again where I couldn't read the character names. So
Got them.
you have them all.
I got them all.
You got them all. Go ahead, Ben. Let's hear it.
All right. First controversy. Rather be bitten by a snake or spider? Drew and I said snake. Rick said spider.
Rick hates spiders.
This
Or
really
snakes.
wasn't a controversy because
Yeah.
Ben, you're the only one that was the coin flip. Drew hates spiders. I hate snakes.
Yeah.
So it was obvious to go the her opposite on that one.
Oh, see, the problem is I don't mind either.
You
Right.
answered the question. You said snake was a cool story. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
That works.
That worked. I like it. Okay, great. Hey. We're all having fun. I like it.
fun background for that.
Ben, you would
Uh,
rather get 100 gifts that you don't like?
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yeah. So if I don't get any gifts, then nobody loves me. You know, people can give bad gifts all the time, but at least they're willing to give them. So, you know,
Do they
I'll take
really
it.
love you if they give you something they know you don't want?
Yeah. Grandparents give you socks. You don't want socks. They still love you. They just don't know what the fuck you want.
But you know what else they're giving you, though? When they give you a pair of socks, they're giving you an extra task to either throw them away or
Right.
return them. So they are making you work when you get those extra shitty gifts. I'm team no gift. Like,
Yeah, no gift.
I'd rather somebody take me out for a drink and tell me they love me than give me something I'm just not going to use.
yeah.
I
You're
think
giving
it's
me
safe
work.
to say I have never given you a birthday present, Ben, and you have never given me a birthday present, and I still feel the love.
Right.
That's fair. I like your point there,
It's
Rick. That's
safe
hard
to
to
say.
argue. I don't know how to argue with it.
Everyone was the same, I think.
Yeah, no-
They'd give up music.
Over movies, yeah.
What
We'd
about
all-
does that mean you give up the music in movies?
I was going to ask that, but it was
I don't
rapid
know.
fire and I didn't want
That's
to go into it.
hard.
Because that sets the mood. That sets
So,
the
like,
tone.
If I had to watch it,
no.
yeah, if I had
In
to watch
terms
every
of-
movie with no soundtrack at all?
I think it's in terms of time, like your pastime. So like you can't drive and listen to music, but you can drive and listen/watch movies. So if there happens to be music in the movie, that's fine, but you're not going to like play that 30 seconds of the movie on. I mean, maybe you will. I don't know. I don't know how desperate you are for music.
Wait, so Rick, what are you saying? I thought you voted for no music.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. I voted for movies.
That's fine. Yeah,
I thought you
everyone
were
voted.
going. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Rick, you were the only one that wanted to see their. I think it was see their own future.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't. Yeah. Why would I not want to see my own versus others? Because then I can change it. I don't understand.
So pretty easy comparison for me. If I can see my own future, I'm gonna be worried or whatever it is. I don't know. I'm gonna look it over my shoulder, whatever it is. But if I can see everybody else's future, it's kind of like a level of power. Like, hey, I can help people, or I can, benefit so many other people as opposed to myself. Maybe that's the good Samaritan in me. I don't fucking know, but I don't know. I'd rather be able to look towards everybody else.
both Rick and Ben, I have an issue with what you're saying, because if you can see either your own or other people's future, you can't change it. That's their future. If everything's on a straight timeline and this is
I
their
didn't say I
future,
could
this is
change
going to
it.
happen regardless of what you do.
Fair.
Now you just
That's
have
fair.
the knowledge of it happening. So Ben, a good Samaritan, you can't do anything about it. Rick,
Wrong.
knowing your future, you can't
I mean, if you're
change
taking it that way,
It's just there. That's your future.
It doesn't
No,
change my
no.
answer.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying that is how
Because that
it would work, is if you can see
Well, because,
it,
like,
you would
I
now
feel
you
like
just
that-
know
and
that's
Drew,
going
I'll
to
let you go to
happen.
second. Like, I feel like it can't work like that, because if I know my future and then I know, like, I'm just gonna sit around and do jack because I know nothing, it's still
It's
good.
still going to happen
Right.
anyway.
Which I'm
With
cool.
fate.
I'm even more cool with that.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
Drew, go.
I would take the opposite stance of that and say if I can see everybody else's future and not my own, then I can potentially change my own future, as long as it's not,
To an extent.
technically interacting
As long as you're not
too much with
interwoven.
theirs. It's more fun that way. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing okay as I am right now, and I don't really need to know what's going to
That's fair.
happen. But if I can see other people's future, and I'm like, hey, don't take that Uber tomorrow night, or whatever.
They're still going to take it, and they're still
But
going to
you
get
can
robbed.
you can still have that
we
fun.
never- we
even
never
not
You
You
knowing
didn't.
their
You
future.
never said you
that if
couldn't
I could
change
see
it.
their futures, I couldn't change it. No,
True.
we
Never
just
said that.
you came up with that on the fly.
So here's the real question then. Can I change my future off their futures? For example, like sports
No.
betting. If I can see their future and knowing who's gonna is that
If all of the movies who are accurate in this have taught us anything, your future is your future. Whether you try to change it or not,
that's a
it doesn't matter, because it's already
That's a topic.
the actions
All right.
are going
That
to
wait.
depends
Okay.
on the
'cause you
movie.
said all the movies that are accurate. So which movies are accurate?
They're all
and
accurate.
which ones are not accurate?
All right.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Everything is
the
truth,
perfect
Rick.
time travel movie.
Anything that's ever been on film is
Period.
true.
The end. Yeah,
Everything is
So-
permitted.
that's why I wouldn't give up movies.
So here's my point. You can see either I can either see my future or everyone else's, and I can't change any future. I can only see them. Right.
Right.
Okay. So there is a greater chance that I'm going to be frustrated because I can't change my future if I see it.
I'm okay with that.
Over the fact that if I see everyone else's future and I can't change that, I'm not going to be as frustrated because it's not mine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's going to be my
that's
point.
why I would probably pick other people's futures as well because of that reason. Ben, you want to go to sleep on command versus wake up? Why?
Honestly, it's just because I have a hard time falling asleep. Like I have insomnia issues, and like if I'm drunk, I can fall asleep in 5 seconds. But without alcohol, it takes me a long time to fall asleep. So I'd love to be able to fall asleep on command.
I would love to be able to wake up on command because
That's what alarms are for.
I want to be able to go. I snooze, man. I know I shouldn't,
doubt.
but I click snooze, and then 15 minutes later, I'm like, God damn it! I slept through the snooze, because that happens. Because you get that second sleep that throws you right back into the deep sleep, and you just slip through a snooze, and I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to be like, all right, I'm awake. Let's go.
Same.
Just to be instantly awake. That would be awesome. Because I'm sure I might be like Rick, and I can fall asleep within about 2 minutes.
See, I'm
It's pretty
I'm
great.
thinking
Great for
more
good
of
for
just like
sleeping.
night and day though. Like I'd love to be able to take an hour lunch and say, hey, 45-minute power nap, eat for 15 minutes, bam, lay down, sleep, set an alarm, get
Mhm.
back up in 45 minutes. But I know that if I lay down, I'm not going to fall asleep right away in the middle of the day just to get some rest. It's not going to happen. I'm too wired already for being
That's
awake.
fair. Taste, color, or see smell. We got 2 for see smell and 1 for taste, color. Rick, explain yourself.
I just,
You want to taste the rainbow?
yeah, I mean,
You ever
Starburst.
had an
That's what
edible?
Starburst are
pink,
for.
We're talking about pink, red, yellow. I mean, let me turn around and
You
just
can
see-
already taste the
just let me
That's
turn
what
rainbow.
around and
Skittles
lick
are
my,
for.
my flags on the wall and see what these colors taste like. Versus like if I'm walking down the aisle and I see a haziness and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to, there's
Smell.
just,
yeah.
it looks like you have like an eye stigma at all times because everything's hazy.
That's a good point. I didn't think of
Yeah, because
that.
everything smells. So you just got the aurora of smell.
So here's a question, Rick. So if you can see smell, you can assume that you can see bad smells, like nasty things, and you can see good smells, like good smelling food and stuff, right?
But you don't know that.
No, I'm just assuming because you
right.
have smells that are good and
right.
smells that are bad.
You can anticipate. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
if you can taste color, are there good tasting colors and bad tasting colors?
I'd imagine there would be.
Yeah, so like
Anything orange is bad
Right.
tasting, let's be honest.
I'd imagine there would be.
so I got a
Orange
question.
Tastes
So
like
like
orange. I don't understand.
so the blue sky, okay? Everyone loves the blue colored sky. It's pretty. It probably tastes nice. But like the blue
Oh,
on a Florida Gators uniform probably tastes like crap.
No, it probably tastes awesome. I'm just poking the bear in this case.
Now you're muted. So can the
It
same
probably
color
tastes like chicken because Gator tastes like chicken.
can the same color taste good and bad in reference to what it's on or what it's a part of?
I don't know. I'd be happy to find out versus having to see smells. I'd be happy to do the research.
This is
and
why
let you
Rick
know.
wants this.
I don't think the smell would have to do with anything of intrinsic value. It would be like, oh, is that a flag that happens to have the color blue? Whether
Right.
or not it's Auburn or Florida or
Just
Kentucky, it's
blue
a
14
blue. It
tastes
doesn't.
great. And then, blue 12 is
Right.
a little more, salty than I prefer.
Yeah.
But
All navy blue tastes like navy
Right.
blue, regardless of
I'd be happy to find out if there was
medium.
You know what? The guys that have such a broad definition for chip would go all navy blue tastes like navy blue. That makes perfect sense.
Why wouldn't
Yeah, I don't understand why. Yeah. Just because it happens to be on a different display means
It's
it tastes
the
different.
most-
Because all the navy blue is fried.
It's
Yeah.
every
they're
navy
chips.
No, it's-
every navy
it's not
blue in
cooked,
the
it's
entire
just-
world.
Yeah, it's not
Same.
baked. It's not crackers.
Well, hold on. If it was printed
not
versus
special.
no,
I'm leaving this conversation.
we're leaving because we're getting kicked out of the bar.
As we should be. This has gone off the fucking rails.
Too much.
Wait, there's one more.
No, that's good. We're getting into here. This is fine. Guys, we have a Twitter. I should be actually using it about now. I took a break when, there's a kid being born, child thing. I'm going to be adding more stuff to the YouTube. We'll be adding more stuff to the Instagram. That's it.
Got it.
And we have a Facebook too, just because if we need to get off of Twitter because of Elon, we have Facebook, which isn't any better. I don't know. We just need to have options. Shit's going down.
Supergirl.
Who knows?
I
We're just
love
throwing the
that
kitchen
reference.
sink at it. I don't even know anymore. We're going to be on Twitter. I like Twitter for us. It makes sense. It works. So follow us. Don't follow us. I don't care. Because remember, this is our podcast and you're just along for the ride.